Marcus, David Hood with TigerNet.com.
What's going on, David?
Getting hurt at the end of last year, missing the spring. What did you learn from that? What was your takeaway from it? What was your biggest takeaway, I guess?
The biggest takeaway for me definitely was just never take advantage of never take advantage of the opportunity. Don't take my opportunity for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like, I work really hard, and now that I have my opportunity to play again, I won't take it for anything anymore. You know what I'm saying? Everything I do is for love now. So definitely just don't take anything for granted, and just really work hard and love what I'm doing.
What exactly was the injury and what was involved?
Yeah, so I tore my MCL, my MPFL, because my kneecap fell out and went back in, and then I tore a part of my patella. Yeah.
So how intense was the rehab?
It was pretty intense, but the way I look at it is like it's something I had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And if I had a bad attitude about it, I know I wouldn't have got back the way I did. So I attacked it every day. And I made it aggressive for myself because, this is the time I felt like, I truly got to work on myself, my body, really lock in on something. And my focus is just way better than it has been the previous 2 years just because of this. So I knew I really had to take advantage of the opportunity to get better and really just focus on my rehab. And that's what it allowed me to do.
Marcus, Cole Gerard, sportsmedia.com. Can you give us the biggest difference, you playing in this year's offense compared to last year's offense, bringing Coach Riley in?
The biggest difference I would say is definitely just the tempo of the offense, and also it's more creative, I would definitely say. So we're getting our playmakers the ball in space more often. So it really takes a lot of pressure off for the O-line because we have a lot lighter boxes, I ain't gonna lie. But for me, I just think it's more, the tempo is faster, and we're able to play more aggressive and more free in this offense for sure, because we have more say in what we're doing in pass protection and stuff like that. So for sure.
Just how has Tristan Lee been doing at the left tackle spot, and what changes have you seen in him this year?
His work ethic is second to none. Y'all got to see the way the man been working this offseason. I think he's really took it serious about this opportunity that he was given, and I see it every day. He cares, and that's one thing, you can't take that from anybody, saying if you care, I can respect that, and he's really taking advantage of his opportunity. He's working every day, and he's looking good. I'm pulling for him.
TigerIllustrated.com. When were you back to full strength? Was it maybe late spring, early summer?
Yeah, I would say around May is when I got cleared for sure. But I was feeling good around April. I feel like if the spring game was a real game, I think I could have made a push to play that game for real. But yeah, I attacked rehab pretty hard, so I was pretty much ready ahead of schedule. But yeah, around May, I would say I was full go.
Do you feel like you being out was kind of a blessing elsewhere because it kind of allowed Tristan that opportunity to sort of show that maybe he could do it during the spring?
I think it was a blessing for the young guys too. When I was out of spring, Harris Sewell was getting first team reps, Mitchell Mays was getting more reps, and that's one thing we need here is to build more depth. Our starting five played 106 reps against Tennessee. I don't think we're really trying to do that this year. So we really give those guys more opportunity, and yeah, for sure, that was the blessing in that for sure.
Through the weight room the other day and see Cleveland and AB and all those NFL guys, even I think I know you've seen RD. What was it like having those NFL guys around this summer, really the whole summer, working out for you guys that are still here?
I say it's nothing short of a blessing. For me, I paid attention to Christian Wilkins. This man had an aggressive routine. He attacked his routine very aggressively. And, I've talked to him a few times, and, he always took the time out of his day to, give me advice and all that. And the way he worked, it was inspiring. And I know that's what it takes to be a pro. I had to really lock into that because that's what I want to be one day. Just having them around to see how they worked every day, and they attacked it aggressively with focus, and it never changed. You can't ask for nothing about that, especially if where I'm trying to go. I can't ask for nothing better than that.
So he doesn't have a coach here pushing him. It's all just his own personal motivation.
Yeah, he was working with a coach, but that was all him. You know what I'm saying? He's been locked in, and even when I got here, they said he was like that, and I seen it firsthand now. You know what I'm saying? So he's no joke, and I just respect him taking his time to give me advice and all that for sure.
Do you think it's still a possibility you could move out to left tackle? Or
I'm just focused on, playing what they put me at right now. I worked at both this offseason because I know there's an opportunity that might come up. But, right now I'm just focusing on where they put me at. If it's left guard, I'm going to give him my best shot at left guard. And if it's left tackle, I'm going to be the best left tackle I could be. I'm prepared to do both.
How do you been able to cross-train? You guys all during practice?
Yeah, so like an individual, they're definitely giving me some reps at tackle, just to stay sharp there. But most of my reps are coming at guard right now for sure. But I'm prepared to do whatever. But yeah, they're giving me reps at both.
I guess with all, Scott Keith with the Greenville News, with almost everyone back on the offensive front, there must be a heightened comfort level than ever before.
Definitely. I would just say, at least for me, Putt, like we pretty much know what we're doing every play. Like I know what he's doing, how he's attacking every play, and he doesn't even have to tell me. So it just makes everything easier. We're a very close group. Like even the backups and the starters, like we do everything together. And I think like you're gonna see it this year. Like we play for a lot of love for each other. And it's not just us going out there doing it for our own thing. So that's one thing I think you'll see this year, just the love that we have for each other, the type of commodity that we have as an O-line.
I think Will was talking about just the control the offensive line has in terms of calling some things up front. You mentioned it a little bit. What exactly does that entail, and how much has Will kind of advanced in his understanding of fronts and stuff like that and calls them that?
Yeah, I think we definitely, made Will have to take the game and look at it from more of a mental side. And, it's not just, being physical anymore. It's all the techniques, what everybody's doing, game plan and all that. And he took that very seriously. And him having the control on what we're doing now, I think it's easier for us because we see things that happen on the fly that the quarterback might not see, the coach might not see. So just giving him that freedom, I think it helps the whole line as a whole, and he's a huge leader for us. He's open about ways. He's not scared to talk. So, for him, he's really took that next step in, understanding the offense, understanding defenses at that. And I think it's going to help out big time for this offense, especially for with Cade coming, being his first year as the starter.
You mentioned the tempo being pushed more. What does that mean for the line in terms of your preparation through the offseason, and then heading into the season?
Realistically, I think that's always been our advantage for Clemson is we push the tempo. Even last year, you see when we pushed it, like no team was stopping us. And, with Coach Austin, our individual is very aggressive. It's probably the hardest part of practice, and it's just nonstop. And we're conditioned. I think that's our advantage. We're more conditioned than most teams, most D-lines, and we're kicking butt when we're moving fast. So pushing the tempo even more this year, especially the way Cade pushes it because he's a little bit more high tempo, is crazy. Crazy work's about to happen.
Offensive line's one of those units that you have to have chemistry. So Will said you had drill and chill with swimming over the summer. So what was better, that or Cade renting a party bus and taking all you guys to Greenville?
I would say, I love both the experiences. Cade, that was really much a blessing. He didn't have to do that. So for him to do that, that really shows his respect for us. And that's making me want to play harder for him because, he took his time out to do that. And just for the O-line, of course, we're going to love doing that. We do everything together. It's not like that's not the only thing we've ever done together. So, but just that alone, I think that just shows the type of love that we have for each other. And you're going to see it this season for sure.
Will was telling us there was like a royal rumble between him and Blake. And a bunch of guys, were you there?
Nah, I wasn't there for that one. So I'm pretty much to myself a lot of the time, because I just like chilling a lot of the time in my house and watching TV or doing something else. But yeah.
How fun is it to block for backs like Will and Phil?
It's amazing. It's a blessing for me. Will and Phil are my best friends. They were my roommates the last 2 years, and I'd do anything for them. So just the opportunity. And I know when I'm blocking for them, it's not just, doing my job. It's like I want to make sure they're safe. I want to see them succeed, and that's why I do it for. I love them boys to death, and I'll do anything for them.
Are they pretty different personality-wise from each other?
Yeah, big time. If you talk to Phil, real mellow. He's going to talk to you with a soft voice, but he don't play like it. And in Ship, he got that, pit bull mentality. He's coming at you, he's attacking you, he's loud, and I love it. He gets me going, and I try to match his energy every day for sure. So yeah, definitely two different personalities though.
What is it like when Will turns on that sideline? We saw a video on social media of Tommy and Thomas like deadlifting, and Will was there just kind of barking on the whole time. He would have any experiences like that.
It's electric. I know y'all feel it when y'all see him do it. I feel it too. And as his best friend, knowing that how he is, I just try to match it because that's the type of energy that we need as a team. And he brings it every day. It's consistent. And since it is consistent, I can't knock him for it, because he doesn't have to be that way, and he is, and I love it. And it brings a lot of energy for me and the rest of the offensive line. 100% all the time. He be barking at me in the house sometimes, That's just who Ship is. But, man, I love Ship, and he does it every day for sure.
Anything different in your mentality that you want to bring here going into your junior
Yeah, I just want to be more dominant. I think, that's one thing I needed to work on is my aggressiveness from the past 2 years. And I saw it more last year, and I just want to build upon it. And that's just my mentality. It's just, finishing every rep, putting them in the ground, and just doing that consistently. And that starts in practice, and I feel like that's what I've been trying to work on this year and since I've got back in camp, just working at and, finishing every play through the whistle for sure. And just loving the game more, Like, I really love football, and getting injured, really gave me the opportunity to find my love for the game and never take it for granted.
Riley appreciates like the big boy lifestyle. Like he has a relationship with the offensive line. Like, how would you describe, Riley towards you guys?
Yeah, it's definitely different. You know what I'm saying? Like he just the way he came at it, it was a different perspective from a coach. Really showing that much love to the O line, and I appreciate it. And it's easy to take culture from him because you see that it's genuine and it's not him just trying to do his job. It's a really genuine relationship that he has with all the offensive linemen. He's cool peoples. He's real laid back, and I like that cool because he's cool and he's messing around with you and all that. So yeah, that's been really cool just to have that relationship with him, and I see how genuine it is. It's not him just doing his job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it don't even be about football sometimes. Just just about whatever, and he'll mess around with you and all that, and I like that because I'm a little goofy too. So.
You have to watch out for him in stretching, or you'll get a football in the face.
Oh yeah, you definitely do. If you ain't ready, that football's in your face. So yeah, he keeps you on your toes for sure.
Why does he do that?
I think he just try to see where you're at, if you're focusing. I think he does do it to mess with you, obviously. But yeah, I think he wants to see if you're ready and if you focus, and you got your head on the swivel, like how you have to keep it on the football field.
I guess part of that is he is pretty 50-50 running the ball, passing the ball. As an offensive lineman, do you enjoy that ability to kind of just
run the ball? Yes. Yeah. I love running the ball. I think, we're a very good team at it. The offensive line loves it, and it gives us opportunity to be aggressive and establish our dominance. And we get more confidence the more we do it. So, just the opportunity that we have to do that and do it more this year, I think it's going to be some good things out of that.
Anybody else for Marcus before we go to Root? All right. Thanks, MT.
Hey, thank you, guys. God bless y'all.